The question that is masturbation permitted in Islam is a very common question, and literally every session I have one or two people asking this question. But I've been trying to avoid answering this question, but today I decided that let me answer this question. As far as the act of masturbation is concerned, the scholars in Islam, there are different opinions. But the majority of the scholars, they say that masturbation in Islam is haram. Even though majority of the scholars say haram, there's a large number which also say that it is makruh. And there's another large number of scholars who say that it is mubah, it's optional. So I would like to say at the outset that majority of the scholars, in terms of percentage, majority, they say that it is haram. But a large number, there may not be majority, but the number is huge. A large number of scholars, they also say it is makruh, it is discouraged. And another large number, though not in majority, they also say that it is mubah. And we'll discuss this issue today, and I'll let you know that which group of scholars do I agree with towards the end. As far as the jurists, the fuqaha, amongst the Shafi'i and the Maliki, almost all of them, they say that masturbation is haram. And according to Imam Ash-Shafi'i, may Allah have mercy on him, he says it is haram, and he quotes the verse of the Quran from Surah Al-Mu'minun, chapter number 23, verse number 5, 6 and 7. And according to Ibn Hazm, he says that our beloved Prophet has permitted a person to touch his private part. And the hadith, it says touch with your left hand, no problem. It is your organ, you can touch. He also says that it is your fluid, you can emit it if you want. So based on that, he says when the Prophet has permitted to touch your private organ, and that is what you do in masturbation, it is self-stimulation, so surely it is permitted. And masturbation is of two types. One is self-stimulation. The other type of masturbation is your spouse or your sexual partner is stimulating you. And no scholar ever says that your wife or your spouse is not permitted to touch your private part. So based on this, surely the other type of masturbation where your spouse touches is permitted. So when you can enjoy with your spouse touching your private part, then why can't you do it yourself? So based on this, the second group of scholars, which is lesser in number, they say that this verse does not include masturbation at all. It is just talking about sexual intercourse. So sexual intercourse is only permitted with your wife, with your spouse, and with what your right hand possesses. It doesn't include masturbation.
The last question, that of masturbation, and this is an issue over which, of course, scholars have differed. Some say it's haram, some say it's makruh. If you ask me what is your view, personally, my view is that it is makruh, in that the rulings for something to be haram, you know, it needs clear texts. And really in this action, there are not clear texts, there are implications. People are drawing implications. So I would be wary or shy to say haram. However, no doubt it is not a good thing. It doesn't solve whatever problem a person is thinking of solving. It does create problems for people later on when they get married, etc., where that became a habit and they can't get fulfilled in normal husband-wife relations. I've paid cases, people came to me and complained about this. You know, this can happen. This is not a good thing. And the Prophet ﷺ, when he gave the options for those who are not able to fast, he didn't say, you can masturbate. No. He said, those who are not able to get married, he said fast. That's what he said. So fasting has been given to us as the way of controlling our desires in this regard. So that's what we should do. Take that which the Prophet ﷺ gave us.